Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the exception to the law of demand. What actually we must be know about the what is the exceptions in the law of demand, where the rules are followed and not followed. The upward sloping is contrary to the law of demand, where there is a direct relationship between the price and the demand. In some features are there where we do not follow the law of demand. In the given goods, in the case of certain inferior goods called the given goods name, in spite of price rises, demand will be also rise. It was seen in Ireland 19th century people were so poor so that they spent a major part of income on potatoes and part on meat. As price of potatoes rose the demand. Rose the demands also rise since they could not substitute it for the meat, which was very expensive. Given paradox is seen that the case of inferior goods like potatoes, cheap bread, etc. Speculations, when people speculate about price of a commodity in the future, they may not act according to the laws of demand, speculating the price of commodity, which will further increase. They will demand more of the commodity for hoarding, etc. In the stock market, people tend to buy more shares when prices are rising in the hope of bull runs in the anticipations of the future profit. Article of snob appeal. The people are very snobber. Certain commodities are demanded because they happen to be expensive or prestige goods or snob value, having a status symbol, so increase in the price which lead to the increase in demand for such goods. Example, diamond exclusive cars, etc. It's known as the luxurious things, where people also like to spend huge money on such commodities. Consumer psychological bias. When a customer is wrongly biased against quality of a commodity, a fall in price may not lead to an increase in the demand. Example, clearance of stock and discounted sale, etc. You can also see the feature. It is an exception to the law of demand, where the price rises, the quantity rises, the demand rises. Where the price falls, the quantity and demand also fall. That is called the exception to the law of demand. Extension or contraction of demand. A variation in price demands implies extension or contraction of demand. A change in the demand due to the change in price is called extension or the contraction of demand. It is a movement along the same demand curve due to the change in prices. In the following diagram, demand increases from A to B, decreases point C, indicating price varies changes to the demand due to price changes. C, the demand are rising due to the increasing the prices. C, when the price was P2, the quantity demanded was very slight changes. The P, it was means the price was moving down. The demands were increasing from leftward to the rightward, as vice versa. Increase in demand and decrease in demand. Changes in demand as a result of the change in the conditions, factors determining demands other than price. Change in demand thus implies an increase in the decrease in demand with price constant remaining constant. An increase decrease signifies either more or less will be demanded at a given price. This is represented graphically by movement of the demand curve upward in case of increase in demand and downward movement of the demand curve in case of decrease in demand. Reason for change in demand: change in income, change in taste, change in distribution of wealth and production populations, change in demand of the complementary and the substitute goods, change in tax structure, change in value of money, effect of the advertisement and the publicity. These are the component which changes the demand and increase in demand and decrease in demand. You also can see the figure, the diagram 4, increase and decrease in demand. See, where the price was constant, then the demand was rising. When the price was not constant, the demand was not rising. It was moving from leftward to the rightward and rightward to the leftward. Network externalities in the market demand. It is assumed that the individual demands are independent. So the market demand function is obtained simply by summing all individuals by demand. Individual demands may be interdependent on the demands of the other buyer. In the case of some goods, this situation is described the network externalities, bandwagon effect and the Veblen effect. It was the Veblen theory. Bandwagon effect: the demand for certain goods are determined not by their usefulness, utility, but most on the account of the bandwagon demonstration effect. The demands of the individual is conditioned by consumptions of the others in the community. See the band effect. The demand curve shift to the right means the demands are rising due to the decreasing the price. The figure shows the bandwagon effect and how due to the demand curve shift to right. The initial demand is DD based on the utility of the product. In this case, if the price cut to the extent of PP, means the price was slightly changes. Due to the price reduction, the quantity demanded will increase to the Q to the Q1, C, the Q1 to the Q2. In the absence of bandman effect, the market strategy is to create a bandman effect of these goods through the media advertising, fashion shows, promotional drive, etc. It amounts to manipulating the market demand to create demand for a product, example branded jeans, shoes, Barbie dolls, new release, movie, CDs. This effect associated with the craze, fates, and the stylish of people as more people are drawn to use the product due to the demonstration effect. Thanks for today. Have a nice day.